Thank you, Mark, and welcome to everybody. It's so fantastic to see a full room for a night such as tonight. The Honourable Martin Pakula, Minister for Racing, and the Opposition spokesperson, Tim Bull. We also have Dale Monteith, Chairman of Harness Racing Victoria, here with us tonight, and everyone, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of GRV, both the board and the executive, I really want to welcome everyone here for such a celebratory evening. It's a wonderful opportunity to come together to celebrate our sport and our industry. We're really proud of the achievements that we've managed to achieve over the last 18 months or so since the Four Corners live baiting program. Especially the acceptance of the reforms that those of you in the room who are participants have accepted. We know that some of those reforms have been difficult to understand sometimes, but in the end, everyone's acceptance of those reforms to give the sport the future it deserves has been first class, and we commend everybody for that. As we heard the Premier say, we are a major contributor to the Victorian economy, to jobs, to turnover and to activity in the state. Just as importantly though, greyhound racing plays a very important role in fostering a sense of worth and place for many people, especially those in regional communities. We know that we depend a lot on local volunteers for preparing tracks, doing administrative duties, hospitality, racing operations and general preparations for race meetings. And many of those individuals serve on our club committees. So while not everyone makes it onto the stage on a night like tonight to receive an award, it is as much about celebrating everybody who dedicates themselves to greyhound racing with the love of their dog as their primary driving force, as it is about acknowledging the high achievers. As we all know, 11 of our 13 clubs are based in regional and rural areas of Victoria, and they're not just sporting organisations but community hubs, and they will continue to grow into that role. And greyhound racing thrives on giving back to the community, not just through the clubs but with a host of partnerships with organisations on a statewide basis such as the Anzac Appeal, the Good Friday Appeal and the Starlight Children's Foundations, but at a local level with the many sporting clubs and community organisations. GRV is taking as proactive approach as we can on the issues that face the industry. We have restructured ourselves as a board with the way we function, and we have a very energetic management team led by Alan Clayton and the executives, most of whom are here tonight. So we're setting down building blocks based on the integrity of this industry into the future, with animal welfare right at the forefront. And we all know that animal welfare on a whole of life basis is a challenge that we must accept, and we must continue to move forward on that. We have much to be proud of, with a record number of adoptions through the GAP program in the year just finished, and we also have had a reduction in breeding litters to a more sustainable level. But we cannot be complacent with these reforms and these numbers, because we must continue to do all we can to strive for the best possible life for every single greyhound before, during and after their racing careers. Greyhound racing will continue to be under close scrutiny right around Australia after the New South Wales government decision. We have outlined our strategic priorities with the participants, and we will continue to do so. Animal welfare being a key priority, but certainly not the only priority, as we want to address regulatory standards, industry growth, social responsibility, club support and financial sustainability to give a seriously long-term future for the industry. We've all been following the events in New South Wales. We don't necessarily accept that any of their circumstances match ours, but it would be quite naive to think that we won't come under continuing scrutiny on our outcomes, which we will be measured by. So the support we've received from the Victorian Government, the state opposition, and the Victorian RSPCA, who are all happy to congratulate us for our approach to reform over the last 18 months. But we must understand that the reform journey is not complete. So we believe the great majority of people involved in the industry absolutely have the sport's best interests at heart and every greyhound's best interests at heart. But we do ask you to embrace the fact that the reform will be continuing. But we are here tonight, as I said at the start, to celebrate all things good within the sport and allow ourselves time to reflect on the milestone and triumphs that have taken place over the last 2 years. It's the chance to celebrate and congratulate the people within the industry who have exceeded, but also it's a chance to celebrate and congratulate the beautiful, strong and athletic dogs that give us all our involvement in the sport. It's really quite coincidental that we're here on a Friday night during the Olympics, and all the controversies around the Olympics disappear when the events actually happen, and we can celebrate people like Usain Bolt and other phenomenal athletes. And in our own way, we're doing the same thing with celebrating the athletic dogs that give us our sport. So I ask you to welcome you again to the event, sit back and enjoy it, and have a night of celebration. Thank you.